Hello, this is Tazilon, here for the Lighthouse After Action Report number 13. This isn't really going to demonstrate any particular technique or anything, but I'm doing it because it's on Overlord. And this video will show off mostly the eastern half of the Overlord map. I know there's some people out there who still haven't played this map, or maybe they've only played it once or twice and haven't seen the whole thing. The other reason I'm showing this is because there's something unique about the order of battle. Look at these tanks. All 30 tanks are tier 6s. That's right. Everybody's a tier 6. So there'll be some people that will tell you as a tier 6 scout you'll never see fights like this. Yes, you will. They don't happen very often. Probably the last time I got one like this may have been 1,500, 2,000 fights ago. But here it is. One of the keys to a situation like this is that you don't start thinking you have godlike powers in a fight where you're one of the most capable tanks in the fight. You have to still play aggressive but aware. Because if you think you can just go out and kill everybody, you're going to find out real quick that was a mistake, and you'll be wishing you hadn't done that because you just ruined your chance for a great fight. Battles like this have high potential for high scores, but you still have to play with some degree of sanity. Now what I'm going to do is run over to the eastern side of the field. It's a very unique area in World of Tanks. I can't think of any other map, at least in higher tier play, that offers the mix of cover and concealment that you have here, because the fields are demarcated by ridges with bushes lining them instead of fences. So you pull up into the bush and you have concealment. If you're discovered, you simply back down the little ridge and now you have cover too. And so you can play a very fluid, guerrilla-like pop out and shoot, pop out and spot type of battle that is just an extremely fun way to fight for a scout. You want to make sure you have support behind you if you want it to end up being super effective. We have a bunch of TDs headed this way. We'll see where they set up at. But in the meantime, while they're getting into position, I'll pull up here and see what I can spot. And you'll see right away by what I mean. Here comes a 3002. I'm going to shoot and scoot. I shoot before he has a chance to get his turret on me and return fire. He's out. He has no line of sight, line of fire on me. I'll retreat back to the next ridge and see if he chases me. If he does, we have a bunch of TDs coming in to take him out. He doesn't follow me over the ridge. That's okay. Anybody who does pop over the ridge right now is dead. We have 4 or 5 tanks waiting to blast. An excellent killing field, but nobody's going to fall into the trap. So the 3002 appears to be the only person over on this side of the map this far, so we'll just go charge him and take him out. I'm assuming he's going to be looking at the Dickermax, so I'll flank him and get a kill shot. And now I just pull up against the ridge in front of me, and guess what? I'm out of line of fire again. I can go up here, use my concealment, get off another shot at the PZ-4S. Big hit. I bounced him. Now, one thing you have to do is pay extreme attention. High situational awareness. Because as you can see, there's a lot of flanking opportunities for both teams. It's kind of like being in nets. No matter where you are, a well-placed enemy has a shot at you. So you have to be extremely aware of where the enemy forces are and adjust accordingly. We're down 2 tanks because we're losing the fight on the beach. But we have 3, 4 tanks set up with Overwatch on cap, so definitely no reason to panic right now. As they move up the hill off the beach, they're coming right into one of our fields of fire. Now I'm going to cut across this ridge, I think, and come in behind the Dickermax. He'll be looking down this road, so I should be able to just do a drive-by on him and get big damage. Didn't quite kill him. 3 hit points left. TD coming in from the, or no, the medium coming in from the other side takes him out. Now we got a 2-on-1 on the Fury. He's not going to survive this. With 2 more TDs on the way. Kabam, bye guy. Now, looks like time to go back and help out up at Cap. We're going to be coming in from the south. They're going to be engaging our forces to the northeast, so they're flanked. There's Hellcat. Dead Hellcat. No 9 lives for you. You just get 1. You might wonder why I'm just like randomly backing up there, because while I'm doing it, I'm looking at the map, seeing what I can see, who's alive, where did I see him last. I'm just evaluating what I want to do next. And right now I'm going to try to come in from behind him and flank him. And there's the PZ4. Jag. He's looking south. So I'm going to get an easy kill on him. I'm not going to switch to heat, because why waste the money on it when I don't have to? There's no emergency situation going on anywhere, so I can just take my time and spend a couple shells and take him out without losing credits on heat. Now I'll come down on the Hummel. He's behind that building, so I'll move over to my left a little bit to keep the building providing concealment for me. I'm not going to go on the cap circles. That'll give away my position. So I just skirt that and I'll come down and get a shot. Overrun it a little bit, but back up, and he's pointed. He over-rotates and he's dead. Now time to go help finish off the last 2 tanks. Hopefully they reset. We got enough tanks there. I'm sure we'll get a reset, but they let it wind down here a little bit more than they needed to, I think. In a situation like this, everybody's really cautious. Nobody wants to be the one to pull out and take a chance of getting shot while they reset and maybe dying. And what happens sometimes is everybody's so timid, the enemy actually completes cap, because nobody wants to be the one to get shot breaking up cap, which stuff like that sucks, but it happens now and again. So you can't ever take anything for granted. You have to go help just in case they're too chicken to. He's tracked, not going anywhere. He starts rotating toward me. Just about the time I thought I was going to have to move out of the field of fire, he rotated his turret the other way, and that let me get the kill shot and win the game. So, for the battle, 1,846 XP, 2 spots, and 229 spotting damage, but 5 kills, 2,210 damage with high caliber. As I said, you can end up being a dominant force very easily in a battle like this where it's all same tier or lower tier than you. But the key is to not think that you're going to be like the T-29 amongst tier 6s. You have to play remembering that you still have light armor and you don't have a lot of hit points. So you still don't want to get in positions where tanks are firing at you. You can handle taking some shots, but you have to play within your tank's capabilities. And after a while, you just learn. You get a couple battles like this, oh, I'm just going to charge in and kill everybody. And moments later, you're dead wishing you hadn't done that. So play with caution, play aggressively, but cautiously, and you end up having a ton of big missions when you get into battles like this. Overlord itself, as you can see on the east side, is a scout's dream. Now, lots of times you're going to have more bigger tanks over on this side of the field, and it plays the same way but just slower because you aren't going to get kills as rapidly. But the whole idea of using the bushes for concealment and the ridges for cover still applies, with the exception of the bigger the tanks, usually the slower they are and the less able they are to react to you, so you have a little bit more leeway with how soon you have to retreat back to the next rid line. From Overlord, it's actually a really good map. I like this map a lot. And I haven't played the beach a lot yet, but I'll be doing that here in the next few times I get it, just to see how it plays over there. So far, what I've seen from the west side of the map and over in the beach area is that it's more traditional rocks and buildings and terrain that you pop out over. No, very little bush cover, so it's kind of like a city map, but your buildings are rocks. Similar to that, and a lot more open. It's a little bit more hardcore over there. You don't have as much latitude, as much leeway for mistakes. But from Overlord in my 2801, using the ridges and bushes and my tank's agility to have some fun. Happy hunting.